Hey, John, the principles that we're teaching now in our new work gets into the concepts of living a life of significance and living a life with no regrets and having an abundance, which is obviously what you've done in your life. And that's all about giving your time and your talent, your treasure, as you've done with Life Plan, for instance. You just embody that. The issue of having gratitude. You're talking about, having a surrogate dad like George. I know how much the love you have for your complete family, and as well as a lot of friends, people that have meant a lot to you in your life. Issues of perspective, what you have and what others don't have. And that's why you've given back your time and your talent. I know that. And then being your best John Hoskins, being your best sales leader, being your best, guy representing in the ownership of a level 5 coaching company, selling, coaching to leadership skills. And then ultimately living your legacy. I'm curious, you've been privy to those concepts. Is there any one of those that resonates with you, John, more than the others?
Leo, it's a tough choice because metaphorically, it's kind of like if you're going to bake a great chocolate cake, you've got the flour and the sugar and the salt, the cream, the chocolate, all these ingredients, right? And if you just gave the flour to someone and said, taste this great chocolate cake, it's terrible. You've got it's sort of an integrated system. And the exercises that still stick with me, the one where you had us go through the top 100 people that meant the most in their lives. I still have that list, and I look at that list a lot. And my regret, if there is one, is I don't reach out to those people as much as I should. And, make that a priority where I'm going to start, whether it's a handwritten note, a quick email, a phone call, whatever it might be. But, that really is the universe of what's very important. Now, when David and I established the values for the Level 5 coaching company, we have 3. One is the golden rule, which I believe in. If everybody followed the golden rule, we'd be fine. The second one is abundant thinking. And that's so important in the business world, particularly when you're dealing with people who are in a network, in an organization. They are sharing resources. They need to share their successes with others and help others. So abundant thinking, that was one of our values at Advantage as well. And that served us very well. Gratitude, the notes that we wrote to people while we were in Sabbatical X, I still have people who say to me, boy, that really touched me, that you took the time to tell me how important I was in your life and the change that, I brought to you. And that was important. But, the wheel is an easy thing to continue to refer to. And it's almost like you could pick one a week and say, today I've got my value cards too, the 10 value cards. Pick one a week. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to really work on, my gratitude this week. I think it's hard to pick one that say it's more important than the other.
Right. Well, one of the rituals, as in my program, you answer the question. So we've come up with a lot of questions on different issues, and I was going to pick one out here with the regrets, and you've already answered it, because I was going to say, what can you do today, this week, this month, this quarter to rectify any regrets? And what you're talking about is reaching out to people, saying thank you, the people that have made a difference in your life. And maybe what we can do upon ending our podcast today is, I would challenge you, myself, any of the listeners today, who's on your top 100 list, what John's talking about? Is there somebody, maybe as a result of listening to John today, that had an influence on your sales career or your financial services career, or whatever sector of the economy that you are successful in these days? Is there somebody that had something to do with that success